I think of the subconscious as a horse, or any kind of animal that can be trained. It's very powerful. If it's not disciplined or trained, and especially if it's been mistreated earlier in its life, um, and most of my focus is on neutralizing emotional trauma as the underlying cause of emotional and behavioral problems. So if that horse has been traumatized earlier in its life, and then it shows up on your doorstep or in your yard, you might say, wow, this horse can help me plow my field, or maybe I can put my little daughter on the horse and she can have a horsey ride, or I can show it off to my friends. Well, but then when you try to feed it, it bites you, and then it kicks the barn door and it runs around and it throws your daughter off and she hurts herself. And you're like, wow, this shit's not working. So the problem is the horse has a lot of power, but it's untrained or it's disturbed. And as a result, it's going to act out in ways that actually can make your life a lot worse. But with the proper training, with the proper rehabilitation of that horse, and I'll come back to reality from the metaphor in a moment, then that horse can actually work with you instead of against you. So the subconscious, most everyone manages to come out of childhood with some bumps and bruises, emotionally, and some problems that they have learned. The key thing here is that nearly all emotional or behavioral problems are learned, which means they can be unlearned, um, including trauma responses, painful memories, all those things can be unlearned because they're learned. And it also means that the subconscious, once it is balanced, will work with the conscious mind, which then allows someone to be aligned with their goals and be able to achieve those goals more easily without willpower, without, extensive, positive affirmations or analysis. They just are congruent and things tend to flow. But without that, then there's internal conflict, which raises the stress level and then creates a vicious cycle of emotional and behavioral problems.